Essentially, this video is going to be like a diary entry. I like these types of videos, these sharing what I've done entertainment wise, stuff like that. So, these are the types of videos I like watching. So, I'm going to do it. Basically, I'm going to talk about movies that I watched over the past month and as well as shows, video games, and books. I'm going to talk about what I've like finished over this previous month, what I'm still in the middle of, and what I plan on starting in the next month, which is the month right now, October. So I'm starting off with movies. Now with movies, I'll only talk about the things that I've have seen. It's not really worth talking about things I'm going to see. Just whatever. But like, I'm gonna go in this in pseudo chronological order, and I didn't watch many movies last month. Um, I watched Conjuring 2 in preparation for the new one, and I thought that Conjuring 2 was really good. Like I think that that's like a 4.5 out of 5. I just think that like it holds up really well. It's able to show like put on just a big show, have a lot of moving parts, and I think it has like a timeless nature to it. And I was watching that in preparation for Last Rites, which I did make a video on. My thoughts on that movie are still the same, but I have warmed up to the movie a lot since then. My rating still hasn't changed. I'm just now positive, like a mixed positive rather than I was mixed negative earlier. I just really like the Warrens. I still haven't seen Conjuring 3 yet. Um it's something that I do plan on doing for October is going through a bunch of horror movies. I won't list them all, but Conjuring 3 is among them. I also plan on I also saw The Long Walk, which I thought was really good. I just think that the dialogue in that movie was tremendous. The ending still not the best, still really good, but could have I don't think it lived up to what the rest of the movie was building up to. But yeah, I don't think I saw any other movies. If I did, maybe I might have a video of them because I don't think I saw much else outside of new releases. With shows that I finished, The Edge of Sleep season 1. This is the show that stars Bite of 87 himself, Markiplier. I binge watched this show in like one sitting with a friend. It took 2 hours. We really liked it. It it has a hook to it. It just doesn't let up. It's stressful too. It's got nice intrigue and mystery. Definitely a show that needs a season 2 though, because not every question is answered by the end. And the show it has a low budget, I'm assuming, because there's very few people in it, but it doesn't feel low budget at all, which I really liked. And Markiplier was actually a pretty good actor in it, especially with like the drama stuff, which makes me excited for his Iron Lung movie whenever that comes out. I just leave. I'll probably give like a 4 out of 5. And the new Terminalist show was coming out, so I went through Terminalist season 1, which came out a few years back. With this is the show, like the spy military kind of show with Chris Pratt on Prime Video. I really dug this show. I think it's phenomenal. Like easily like 4.5 out of 5. It's very close to a 5 for me. The beginning is a bit slow though. It's building up a lot of stuff, and I think that might be what holds it back. Not that that's necessarily bad, but I would rather the beginning to be like more engaging. But what I really like about the show is that it's inherently risky with its main character. The main character, James Reese, is a bad guy. He is a terrorist. But and like that's what makes it so interesting. He like the dude. They don't try and like justify like the things that he does, it very much goes, yeah, he is doing bad things, but you have other characters to kind of stand as like the moral, the like correct moral of that's bad, but yes, the people that you're doing this against, they're also bad, they also stink. But yeah, like I thought Eternalist was just amazing, really good action sequences and just a really good story. I have my computer over here as kind of a list of things that I watched, just so that I don't forget anything. And while I'm on the subject, finished Terminalist Dark Wolf. I was gonna do a review for it, but I would have made that review today. I might as well just talk about it in this video right now. I think Dark Wolf is also really good. I don't think it's quite as good as the original show, but it's still fantastic. The action in Dark Wolf is phenomenal. It is extraordinary. The story, while not as good as the original show, is still very engaging. And it still, so like Dark Wolf is about Ben, who is one of the characters in the original show. This show takes place before the original show, and spoiler alert for Terminalist season 1. Ben is the guy that is revealed to have basically purposely given in the faulty information that led to James Reese's like squad getting killed. Because like he just didn't want his comrades to die through the tumors that they got from the shady business stuff, and instead wanted them to die on the field. And that character is still consistent with Dark Wolf. I really like that. They don't really show him, he's not as evil, quote unquote, as like James Reese was, but they still don't shy away from some like dark material, which I do really like. Dark Wolf, I think, is very good, also 4.5 out of 5. And I've been going through Breaking Bad recently. I think I started last semester of school, and I just recently finished season 4, which was phenomenal. And this show is objectively the best show ever made. It's not my personal favorite. I'll get into that when I make like a top 50 shows list. But this show is perfect. If you don't already know, I don't think I've made a video where I've given something a perfect review. But for me, when I review things, like usually like just the top like 5 or top 10 of something, movies, shows, games, stuff like that, I give like this perfect 100 out of 100 rating to. And that's something that I've only reserved for very, very, very few things. Like, I can still give something a 10 out of 10 review, but it could also really be for me like a 9.7. You round that up to a 10 because you can't go any more specific than that in most rating things. But for me, like, I just like to reserve that special spot for what I consider to actually be truly 100 out of 100 things. And I think Breaking Bad, like every season has been that. Some like still a season is better than another season, but I still think that they're perfect. Does that make any sense? No, but this is how I review things. Like that's just how my brain works. Huh? Okay. And you saw my video for Alien Earth. My opinion hasn't really changed, at least review wise. I think I might be a bit more salty against this show, I guess, for just kind of the direction that it went, because I was wanting it to do one thing and it kind of went and did its own thing, which I applaud the movie for doing, because what I wanted was just more regular alien stuff, just a slightly different environment. And I still think they should have done that, but I mean, hey, they tried something different. So that's pretty cool. Um with shows that I'm still going through, obviously I started up Breaking Bad season 5. I hope to finish that in October, but I might slow down on that because I want to give a lot of time toward like spooky and scary stuff for October. Speaking of Supernatural season 2 and The Walking Dead season 2, these are two shows that, with their abundance of seasons, I was thinking of doing like pit stop reviews of the shows every 3 seasons or whatever. I just kind of like pop in this chair and just kind of give my thoughts on where the shows are. So like I don't know if I'll do that, or maybe I'll just condense my thoughts into these little reviews or like these wrap ups that I have. But Walking Dead I only recently started, and Supernatural the first season I watched a year ago or something. I just never got around to it. But like I really like both of these shows. I think that like the characters in Walking Dead, I like that band of characters where you just have like a bunch of them. You can have an episode focus on one character and an episode focus on another. I really like that. Supernatural, like that, it those types of shows, those villain of the day type things, those are just comforting shows to me. Are they objectively great? No, but I love them, and that's what matters. And a show that's coming to an end soon, or at least the season, Peacemaker season 2. I'll probably make a standalone review of this soon because it's only got 2 more episodes left. The last one comes out tomorrow, I think, as of recording this. But Peacemaker season 1 I did watch a couple months ago, and I really liked it. I didn't like it as much as like The Suicide Squad, which is really like a sequel to, more so. And I think that that type of writing works very well for a movie, but for a show, when you have so much and you have to stretch that across all of it, it kind of gets a bit like it doesn't have as much impact, I guess. I don't know. But regardless, like I really like season 1. Season 2, I'm thinking is actually kind of mid. Like there's some funny things. But like there's some other things that I just feel like are kind of spinning their tires and stuff, spinning their wheels, like not like looking like they're doing a lot but not going anywhere. Just kind of, frankly, like this sounds very mean, but just kind of like waste of time or waste of an episode. Waste of an episode sounds much better, much nicer than time. But I mean, I have a friend who's a really big Peacemaker fan, and he really likes season 2. He loves season 1, so I mean, hey, I don't want to take that away from him, but like we're having fun talking about it, so like I don't regret watching it, but I don't think it's that great. With coming up in October, obviously plan on I want to focus on Walking Dead, Supernatural for Spooky Month. There's not really any other shows that I'm watching that are, or like that I want to watch that are kind of scary, but the It prequel show, Welcome to Derry, does come out. I think it starts coming out at near the end of October, but it doesn't. The last episode doesn't release until November. So what are you gonna do about it? But I do plan on checking that out. I mean, I haven't really seen a trailer, but it looks pretty cool. It looks interesting. I like it. I haven't seen chapter 2. Guess what's on my movie watch list? With moving on to games, I finished Expedition 33 finally. Phenomenal game. This game is truly special with its gameplay and story. I think that the score, the soundtrack to this game might be my favorite, or at least one of my favorites across any game ever, next to like Bloodborne and Doom 2016. It's really good. The 3 acts to it when you're playing through the first act, like the game's really good. It's really great. And then like you get to the second act and it just goes crazy. Like it just opens a whole new like level to the story. And then you go to act 3. For people who've played this game, like they know what I'm talking about. Act 3 blows it out of the water. They multiply it by 6 Megamind style. It's so good. I would like to say what choice I made at the very end of the game, but I don't want to spoil anything. So I don't know, do like that skip 10 seconds forward if you want to avoid spoilers, but do that right now. I sided with Verzo. All right, there we go. I also finished Mafia 2 recently. I played the first Mafia game a while ago because Old Country was coming out, but I fell behind doing that in time. Mafia 2 I think is good. Like story's pretty well done. Gameplay, but that's not really what the Mafia games were known for. I thought the first Mafia game was very good, and Mafia 2 I think is probably like a 3.5. Expedition 33 is a 5 out of 5 if you didn't gather that. But Mafia 2, I just don't think that the story, or at least like that's not a mafia, like Mafia in general, not just these games, but that's not like a Mafia story that I'm super interested in. I really like the idea of the family rather than two characters operating within a family / families. But I still think that Mafia 2 is pretty good. There's a glitch in the game though, in Definitive Edition, that almost made me quit the game. I don't even know how I fixed it. It's the gate, and you might know what that is if you play this game, or you will know if you do plan on playing this game. I don't even know how I fixed it, but I completely understand if someone quits the game because of that, because it's stupid and there's no clear way on how to fix it. But with games that I plan on continuing to finish, Doom: The Dark Ages, I've played a couple more like levels of that game on my own time. I've stopped recording that because making the gaming videos was just too much work, I think. But I do have one more video recorded for that I still haven't released, so I might still release that on the gaming channel, which I don't blame you if you don't know about that, because it's got no videos on it. I couldn't move the gaming videos I have on this channel over there, but it was kind of two competing types of content, so I decided to just separate them in two separate channels. But I plan on finishing that because it's kind of spooky themed. And the Resident Evil like 4, 5, and 6, it was in a bundle on like the PlayStation Store on sale, so I decided to get that. So I plan on playing all 3 of those. I've already started Resident Evil 4. This is not the remake, this is the original game. And I've always really liked these 7th generation type games. That's like PlayStation 3, Xbox 360. I've always really liked those games for some reason. And right now, I've only played like 2 levels of Resident Evil 4. I can't really elocute what I like about it, but I can tell you that I'm really liking it. And I don't really know why. I'm just having a fun time. But yeah, I don't want to give myself too many aspirations in games to finish in October. But yeah, with books, I read. Books are crazy, man. I read Jurassic Park, the original. I think I have it right here. Yeah, I read this. I finished it a couple weeks ago. I thought that it was very good. The movie, as you've seen in like my top 50 movies, it's one of my absolute favorites. Do I think that the book is better than the movie? No. Do I think that the movie's better than the book? No. They're both very good in their own way, which is very interesting because it is very much the same story, but they tell it differently. Some people say like that the book is much more of a horror book. No, Is it more intense? Is there more blood? Yes. Is it scary? Is it a horror book? No. No. It's not. At least in my opinion. But I have weird I guess I have weird opinions on what constitutes as a horror and what doesn't. But with books continuing in, I'm almost done with World War Z. I'm like 50 pages away from it, away from the ending, so I'm probably gonna finish that like by Saturday. Um, I'm also these two books I have right here. I'm reading Drive, which was the source material for that Ryan Gosling movie. I have not seen it. My friend has. He really likes it, but I'm like 28 pages in it, and the like pages in this book are not bad at all. But I'm probably gonna put a break on this book for a moment, just so I can start reading some more horror books during October. I'm also reading The Shining right now. I'm about like 50 pages in right now. The Shining, I was thinking of making like a YouTube short or something about this, but The Shining movie deserves to be my top 50 movies. I completely forgot about that movie. I can't really remember the list, but I know that that's gonna go underneath Scream, probably above Social Network. I don't really remember the list, but it's somewhere in the, like that bottom row. But yeah, I'm reading the book. I know the book's different than the movie. I don't care. I'm reading it whatever, no matter what. And then like the two other horror books I plan on that I want to at least start. One of these I'm definitely not finishing in October, but I want to start up It. I plan on starting that up after I finish World War Z. Like I kind of have like 3 books going on at the same time, so that's gonna take up that spot, and I'm gonna start reading Haunting of Hill House. That's what's gonna replace Drive for me. And then once I finish Hill House, if it's still October, I'll probably replace it with a different horror book. Maybe like I want to read Dracula and like some H.P. Lovecraft short stories. So I'll do one of those depending on what I feel like. But yeah, that's really about it. So yeah, pretty cool. Looking forward to October. Scary stuff. I like theming things in like the types of entertainment that I indulge in whatever's going on right now. But yeah, that's about it. Bye bye.